Welcome to the house that Rockney built. Leahy turned into legacy. Parsegan renovated and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Bringing the heat. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. He leaves it with his back. Got room at the 35. Oh, look out. The 20. Touchdown, USC. And once he got loose, it was all over.
USC, number 0, with the carry.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Got it in the middle, it's Love. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
He'll try to do it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This game known for thrilling finishes over the years, and the Fighting Irish pulled out a close one last season.
The Irish last year making a big statement, beating USC. What if you did it twice, Palmer? Like winning the Jules Shillelagh twice, swinging your big hammer, swinging your big sword, beating the mighty USC 2 years in a row.
It means a lot to Notre Dame because we know they've got to recruit nationally, right? It's not all just coming from the state of Indiana. And California is a state that they want to tap into. And if they can win this game 2 years in a row, wow, that helps out their recruiting big time.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in the lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra.
play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Ready to try the point after. Oh, and he missed it, and they missed their chance to lock it up. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Moss. Time to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Newt Rockne.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Lining up to add another. The extra point is blocked. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. The run from the shotgun. Creates a little space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They'll throw it on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Notre Dame lines up quickly. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. On the option. He'll toss it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. A 3rd down play to get the quarter started. Looking to throw for it. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Caught over the middle. It's O'Neal. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these. A big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Good jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It is perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Iowa is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Niall Kinnick among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 2 to Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Runs through the tackle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the ground with the back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. A strike downfield. Can anyone catch it? A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches.
Going for it all. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air. It's Moss. Feeling some heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's O'Neal. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they...
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside a half minute to play. Would they dare go for a score here? They'll start this drive with a pass. Soft spot in the middle. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll immediately call timeout.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Moves away as he feels pressure. And this will be caught at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Quarterback checking the play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Open runway ahead. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish, back on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Bulls his way forward. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
It's hard to stop breakdowns. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
The give to the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Play action. And they got him for the sack.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
With the catch, it's Belling. And he's not going to get there. The defense.
I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. At the 35, he's loose. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
You know, you kind of get stuck in no man's land once you get across that 50-yard line where it might be a long field goal, which isn't really high percentage. Or do I go for it on 4th down? I like to go.
Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt the try. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. A first down for the offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Love. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his run.
knocked off his feet.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass and what happened. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. You can hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Moss. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, USC. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Payne. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something up.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, this defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how dominant they are up front. They have done such a good job recruiting D linemen, linebackers, guys that can blitz. They've got speed. They've found guys in the portal. They've recruited guys out of high school, and they are just eating right now.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch, it's Cox. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the book as we head to the 4th. We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on 2nd down. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Snagged in the middle, it's Cox. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Notre Dame right back to the line. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes. He's fast. He's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of...
He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Yeah, it is tough being a quarterback near the goal line like this in the red zone. When you're throwing the ball, these windows are so tight, and you got to try to fit it into some tightest windows on the football field. Very difficult to do.
Let's it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Notre Dame. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be brought down. offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. On this defense wants to bring some pressure. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Twin receivers on both sides of the field. It's 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Moss. They're bringing heat. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Great tough running by the running back, low to the ground, continues to drive his legs and push the pile to get that first down.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gets it out fast. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. Traveler and the entire Trojan nation starting to feel their oats as SC has built a lead in this one.
I'm impressed, too, with the Trojans of this one. They've got a lot of competition in conference week in, week out. You don't get a break when you go out of conference to play Notre Dame, but mentally, they've had a lot left in the tank. They are dominating Notre Dame here.
Man, it's so fun to watch year after year. Great uniforms, great football. This matchup, the Jules Shillelagh, every single year is always fun to watch.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They move the tight end all over. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Still on his feet at the 40. Running toward the tape. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the first down. Looking to throw it again. Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to take off. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. Comes out throwing on first down. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
There we go. There's step one. There's a lot of things that needs to happen for this offense, but they started with the touchdown. Time's ticking out. We got to go for 2 here. Cut this to 8, where we maybe can get another score and get that 2-point conversion to tie.
They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Now improvising. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Here come the Irish back on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position, too, Reese.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
And the Trojans inside the final minute trying to hang on to this lead and the ball. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident, David. They were able to go out and execute.